Hello, #FurryPack, and you may know me as someone named as Doggo Gaming if you're watching this YouTube video, but I also go by a couple of different names. Some being Doggo, Rojo Pink, Dog. Pretty much, that's really about it. Maybe a few other names that I'm forgetting, but those are the main common ones that people call me. But today's video is pretty much just getting to know a bit about me. And to just jump right into it, pretty much, I am a person that deals with a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, has multiple medical issues that are not curable whatsoever and are life threatening. And some of those are actually reasons why I can't play games like horror. And some of those are also reasons why, if you ever see me spaz out on a stream, or maybe just start saying weird stuff, or start acting strange, or pretty much on like my Discord server and things like that, it's because I'm either off my medications or my medications are making me act the way that I do. And yeah, I deal with quite a bit of things. I come from a background that is actually pretty dark and pretty messed up. I seen so many things that still scar me till this day that will probably continue to till it's my time to exit the world. But at the same time, I do have a couple of memories. Now, one thing I like to also mention is I'm a person that deals with short-term memory. So I come across a lot of people that I meet, whether it's a fan, whether it's a friend, even family. I will forget your name. I will forget who you are. And that happens quite a lot when people go ahead and ask me if I remember them. Sometimes I will, sometimes I don't. I That's one of the issues that I deal with day to day. Now, one of the biggest things that makes me want to do this video to share a bit about me is I get a lot of people that ask why I find it difficult to chat to anybody that I meet, and how it's possible for me to even do videos, to do streaming, or even have a public open Discord server. Well, if I'm being honest with you, if you knew me in person, I would never talk to you. And it's not because I'm trying to be rude, it's just I personally do not talk in person. I am a shy person that deals with a lot of high anxiety, a lot of stress, and I just have a lot of trust issues to where I love being left alone, or just love keeping my distance from people. Or at least I did enjoy all of that, and now I pretty much want to go ahead and make that all change. I want to actually, you know, expand my bubble, make it much bigger than what it is, and try to get out there. I want to go ahead and actually meet people, make some more friends, but it's difficult because when you come from a dark background, or when you deal with anxiety and things like that, it's hard to just introduce yourself to new people, fit in with a bunch of different groups. It becomes a huge challenge. So I admire a lot of people, a lot of my friends that I have out there. I admire a lot because they're able to do things like this with ease. They'll be able to just hop in a brand new server on Discord, hop into a voice channel, and just start talking to people and literally making friends. They'll be able to hop into a game on, their PlayStation, their Xbox, their PC, anything. Literally just play a game and be able to make friends with people that are in that lobby. The people that are able to do that, I admire a lot. I find that a challenge for me, and it's crazy. Something like social media, being my YouTube channel, something that I'm doing right now in this video, if you're watching this, well, something like this is my one way for me to actually have a voice be heard publicly, and sometimes it will probably even be the only time even my own family will hear me talk. because even within my own family, I would be pretty distant. I would be fairly quiet. In school, I would be that one kid that always had a hoodie on in class. Sometimes I even had sunglasses to cover up my eyes. I'll have some earbuds in, listening to some tunes, and sit in the corner of class. I'll finish all of my work early and literally just mess around on my phone. During lunch break, I will find the quietest area I can and hide from people. The way that I made friends growing up on, in school, like middle school and high school, is literally kind of like you see in cartoons and movies, or on TV shows where you see that lonely kid, and in a group of people, or maybe one person decides to just sit next to you or ask if they could sit next to you, and then they just keep talking to you, like they keep bugging you basically, until next thing you know, you become friends. You know, they didn't like the fact that you were by yourself, so they decided to be your friend. That's how I met majority of my friends. And similar ways is how I met some of my friends that I have to this day that are online. And man, for the ones that I do have, I'm definitely grateful for. And if you're watching this video, I love all of you guys and girls. You guys are amazing. You make my life enjoyable. Hopefully I make yours enjoyable. I know we have crazy times together. I know for sure I bug a lot of you, but a lot of you also bug me back. So, it's like one of those endless loop cycles going on. And man, it makes me so happy that I could come home from work, and even if I don't hang out with anyone in person, at least I got my good pals that I met, through social media or through video games and things like that, and it's amazing. But it's crazy because I would have figured maybe years ago or so I could have overcome constant fear of having extreme anxiety or extreme shyness and things like that. And fast forward till now, I still suffer through this daily. I disappoint some of my pals sometimes where they try to invite me to a new Discord server, or they try to hop into a voice chat with me or want to play a game, and I struggle to even talk or whatever. And a lot of the times, I just only tend to just talk to my friends that I do know and just hide away basically. For example, recently I got in my full body tracking setup for my VR and I started playing VR chat. Well, making content like VR chat is difficult for me, especially if I'm gonna be playing this game by myself, because if I join a lobby, I feel really, really uncomfortable, surrounded, you know, stress will go skyrocket really high just because I won't know how to talk to random people that are in the same lobby as me. And even if I join a friend, if they're playing with a group of their friends, I feel left alone there. Just because I find it difficult to talk to other people. But I want to fix that. And that's what this video is pretty much about. If any of you deal with issues like these, let me know what you do to go ahead and overcome certain things like this. If you're still dealing with things like this, let me know some of the things that you're trying out. Or maybe if I find a solution, I would definitely update you of what worked out for me. Or for the other people that are commenting what worked for them, or giving advice of what to try those things out. You know, this world is huge. There's endless amount of people, and this is something that we should all try to overcome. Is trying to make new friends, make new acquaintances, things like that. I myself, to go ahead and even provide some more information on me, I'm just a person who likes to have fun and play video games. Of course, I like to go ahead and work on automotive. I like cars a lot. That's my career path, what I'm studying for in college. I take care of animals because I love having aquatic tanks. You might even be able to hear my 55-gallon fish tank in the background if my microphone picks it up. And if I don't edit my audio too well, then you'll still probably pick up some of it if I didn't go ahead and adjust the settings. But yeah, and I mean, another thing is, if you want to know my race, I am Mexican. I am a person that came from Mexico, and I actually do get a lot of hate, even when I speak in Spanish sometimes, or just because of my race, or because of the color I am. And that's another thing that makes it difficult for me to even make friends. There's a lot of people out there that still like to be pretty racist on different races, whether you're a person of color, you could be black, you could be Mexican, you could be an Asian or whatever, and you encounter a lot of people that could be pretty racist, man. And a lot of the times when people tell me why I don't speak Spanish in my videos or whatever, even though there will be many times I will even be open or make jokes about my own race, I mean, I won't always do it completely, or I won't always speak my native language because I will get flooded with a lot of hate, and it's crazy on that. The other thing is I'm part of the furry community, the furry fandom. I've been part of it since I was really young, and I got into it because of the artwork, because of cartoons that had outro characters in it, and I loved it ever since. I don't ever see myself really leaving it. I enjoy a lot of the artwork. I enjoy being part of this community. But even just because I'm part of this community, I receive a lot of hate. And it's crazy to me. But in the end of the day, there's still a lot of friendly people in this community. And one of the biggest things that makes me love it is a lot of the people within this furry community will actually be extremely friendly. They would immediately want to be friends with you, and I like that. You get a lot of people that are really welcoming, and that's one thing that I really love about being part of this fandom. It's one of the things that always really made me want to be open about it on my channel and associate my entire channel based on this fandom, based off my persona that I created, just because of how amazing this community really is. And there's a lot of communities out there that are pretty good just like that, but the furry fandom was the one that stuck out to me since I was young, and I always stick with it, and I always will. I made a lot of my best friends out of it as well, and they're really cool. And even a lot of my friends that are not part of this community, though, that aren't involved in it, don't like to have any deal with it, they still accept me for who I am, even if I'm part of it. And that's what I like. It may be really weird, it may be hard for someone to really figure out what the hell this fandom is, but hey, it is what it is, I guess, right? And it's crazy, but that's one thing is, even with a lot of welcoming people in it, it's a challenge for people like me to go ahead and make friends. And it's not always gonna be my anxiety or stress that will kick in, or medical issues I have, or me just coming from a dark background where I won't make friends with people. But at the same time, there'll be a couple times where I just want to keep maybe my friends list, a certain limit. Like, let's say my gamer tags, I want to only have like maybe 25 people added max. And it's not going to be because I don't want to make friends and all that. It's because maybe I want to keep my 100% well known buddies, added first. And then family members, right? Before I just have my account flooded with a bunch. But when it comes to, accepting any friend request on something like Discord, or, wanting to play games with just about anybody, when I tell people, hey, let's play a game or whatever, I'm definitely down to do that anytime, for sure. But to get to the point where we could be considered, I guess, best friends, that would definitely take some time. And it's one of those things where, for someone like me that had a lot of trust related issues growing up, it's why I have a very certain limit amount of friends. I mean, if I were to give a number out there, it will probably be between 10 to 20 people most. Maybe possibly exactly 10 or lower, if I'm being straight up honest with you. But yeah, I know this video is fairly simple. I had a bigger, brighter image, but in the end of the day, I decided that a commentary version of me just talking basically will be a little more er, efficient, or it would just work out a little better. And I decided to go ahead and maybe just, have a couple photos of my Sona that pop up on the screen behind some gameplay of COD or something like that that I had lying around on the computer. But if you made it this far to the video, if you're still watching this, thank you for supporting for who I am, because that's one thing about this channel as well, or in general, me on social media. A lot of people would even tell me if I act differently, if I have a side personality. No, the person that talks every day in a text chat on Discord or on Twitter, the person that talks in these commentary videos on live streams, that's really me. That's the way that I act. That's the way that I am. I'm not making up some side personality just to go ahead and make myself appealing to gain more attraction or anything like that. I'm being myself, and I'm able to express myself a little more over social media than when I can in person, and that's just one of the reasons why I keep doing it. I may not have a huge following on YouTube or on Discord or anything like that, but I could care less about that. One of the biggest things for me is being able to actually have a way to express myself, or help me learn to be a more open person, deal or conquer the fears that I have, the struggles that I go through. And I'm grateful that I have what I got. I mean, because of my community that I grew, my audience, those people, you, the people that are watching this video right now, the people that continue to support me, the new people that might click on this video or that clicked on different videos and just barely started supporting me. Because of all of you, I continue this channel, because even though I do this because it's my way to express myself, I also continue it because of the motivation that I get from people to telling me to keep it up, telling me that I'm doing a great job. Like, that helps, man. You're giving me a lot of feedback. You're giving me a lot of emotional support, pretty much. And I'm really grateful for that. I mean, I probably almost quit this channel a couple times. And when I went through the roughest parts of this channel, or even on anything else, I had a lot of people that were telling me, hey man, this is you. This is what you have been doing. This is what you always wanted to do. Why are you going to quit it now? Why are you going to stop now? I met some of my greatest friends because of this YouTube channel, or because of my social media. It wouldn't be fair to them if I were to quit over it, or an obstacle that encountered me. So I continue it, and I will always continue that. So I definitely want to say thank you to the people that do support me. Thank you to all those that watch all these videos completely or most of it. That toss a couple of dollars when I'm in, like, I don't know, debt or some shit. I mean, I care anything about less about that, but when it comes to just having people that surround me with a lot of support, that's amazing. And I hope in the future, and I'm definitely gonna be trying. I'm not just gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna start soon or whatever. I want to start even maybe today, maybe now, right? I definitely have been trying already, or just a couple of days ago, doing my best to just start talking to people, trying to go ahead, make new pals, try to conquer the fear of having, high stress or anxiety, and just meet people, get out there, because it's not fun being left in the dark, and nobody should have to go through that. But this video is getting pretty lengthy. We're gonna break pretty much 20 minutes. So again, that's pretty much me. This video, I was planning on making it shorter, but I just felt like talking. And let me know how you like these commentary style videos of me just going on a personal level and just talking about stuff like myself. I know I didn't go too deep of who I am, or say like super deep personal things, but I basically said like the main obvious things that are out there, and I did say a few little extra on me. But yeah, I mean, that's who I am. I'm Dog, I'm Doggo, and this has been today's video. And again, if you're suffering through issues, let's go ahead and chat it out. Hit me up on Discord, hit me up on Twitter, whatever. Talk to me in the comments, and I'll talk to you back, man. Let's try to be friends here. Let's go ahead and play games together. Let's have a great time. So yeah, take care, everybody. Have a great night. Have a great day. And one day, if I ever make it to where I have a big following, I hope to maybe actually go to a convention and have a fan meetup. Because one thing's for sure is, I've been asked this question so many times, I always actually said no and denied it. And it's not because I don't want to meet anybody that supports me. It's just the fact that I will be scared on how much I will be overwhelmed by how many people could possibly surround me that I do not know. But I want to change that. I want to meet people. I want to give all of you hugs, man. So that's my goal, is to one day be able to go to a convention or whatever and meet as many people as I can. However, there is one thing, and the final thing I should probably mention before I do end this video actually, is people keep asking if I'll ever do a face reveal. On that part, I still actually want to say a complete no. And the reason for that is, I do want to keep my identity to myself. I still want to be hidden. Still want to be somewhat kept in the dark. And the only reason for that is, I like to keep my privacy. And that's something that's important to me, because the last thing I want is to be able to walk out of my house and get surrounded almost immediately. Because it's just kind of weird. It feels like I'm being stalked at that point. I'll feel like, you never know. There could be some crazy person that really likes me and wants to kidnap me or something, man. Like, I don't want that to happen because they recognize me immediately. Which is why I really love having my persona as my image to represent me more than my actual self. Even though my persona is an image of myself. I just look different. I look like a goddamn furry. And that's about it. But yeah, for those that keep asking me if I'm gonna do a face reveal, for the time being, it's still gonna be a no. Well, you never know if I ever change my mind in the future or not. But for now, I'm sorry to disappoint you on that one. But yeah, however, if you want to be friends with me, you want to play video games with me, let's go ahead and definitely do that. And if we click, we bond really well, you might even be on my best friends list. And that number's not high at all. I don't have too many of them, so I'd definitely like to grow that list. But other than that, peace out, everybody. This has been Doggo. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Hopefully you learned a bit about me. If you want, go ahead and talk about yourself in the comments. I'll go ahead and read up on any comments that are left. Introducing yourself, explaining stories on yourself, how shy you are, what you deal with. And I'll try my best to reply with proper replies, saying, what is it, giving you words of wisdom that I may have that could help you out, especially since you're already doing that for me. So, peace out once again. We made it to 25 minutes, or around, or close to 25 minutes. So, yeah. This has been Doggo, Rojo Pink, Heart Bark, Bow Wow, RXD.